Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Oh, no, I forgot to open the bot. The bot is not opened. Oh, everybody's redeems get denied. Nobody wins. The bot is not open. It is all my fault. You keep redeeming stuff, nothing's going to happen. You got to wait. No, it's not connected. Now it's connected. Now we're in business. Okay, now we're good. Now the bot's open. What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday to all of you.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
Thank you for doing the check-in. Hello, Kaylee. How's it going? Happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to the stream. I had a busy day yesterday. My brother came into town today till Saturday. Nice. Interesting. Cool. Awesome. I've been doing nothing today. I've been doing absolutely nothing today. So I'm excited to get this stream in and get some AEW Dynamite watching in. Tonight's a big show. This Sunday is AEW Redemption, the pay-per-view. So they're going to have a big Dynamite tonight. It's going to have a 6-man tag match with Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, and Jon Moxley taking on the Don Callis Family, Jake Doyle, Hechicero, and Brian Cage. There's also going to be a no disqualification match for the women's AEW tag titles. Divine Dominion takes on the Sisters of Sin. Again, that's no disqualification. Also, Kevin Knight defends the TNT Championship against Darby Allin. So again, big night of action tonight on Dynamite. Excited to get through to it. We're going to eat lunch with him tomorrow. Nice. I sweat all day in the damn sun. My hat was so drenched it couldn't retain any more of my sweat. It was dripping off the brim. Oh, you poor thing. Couldn't handle the heat. Mind you, it was probably like a good 79 degrees. Probably wasn't even that hot. I want snow. No, snow can stay far away. It was 90? You complaining about 90? It's 83 right now where I'm at. Ay. We have not seen him since last year, so I'm happy to hang out with him. That's nice. Cool. I complain when it gets above 70 degrees Fahrenheit. You complain about anything. You're just a complainer.
It's Wednesday! You know what that means! Just days away from Revolution on pay-per-view. AEW Dynamite is coming to you live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, as we close in on a massive weekend of professional wrestling. I'm Excalibur, joined by the legendary Tony Schiavone, the human suplex machine Taz, and this Sunday, live from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Redemption on pay-per-view. The main event, Kenny Omega puts his AEW World Championship on the line against the Jet, Kevin Knight.
What a main event.
Tag team battle as Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley, the Death Riders, take on Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
A lot of these matches just seems like they could be matches for Dynamite for Redemption.
The Don Callis Family will take on, yes, you are seeing it right, Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, and Jon Moxley in our main event.
I don't like the matches for Redemption, man. They just seem like matches that could be done on Dynamite.
You guys are in for a treat tonight because not only have you got the Billy Goat on one side, not only have you got Kenny Omega on one side, you've got John Moxley on one side, a dream team. And to give you guys a little news update, every time that me and Kenny Omega have been on the same team, we're undefeated. We're going to keep that record going. Yeah, it is. We're actually undefeated, mate.
Yeah,
well done to us.
right.
But last time we was in the same team, you got a bit tired. You got a bit exhausted.
A lot are why is this match happening? Yeah.
So don't be a hero this
It
time.
just seems like random matches happening.
To your old mate Bill, I'll pick up the slack,
Well,
mate.
sounds good, Bill, but hey.
AEW is in my time zone tonight. Cool.
Feeling a little under the weather, a little tired, maybe a little bit sore in the neck. Just reach out and touch somebody because I'll be right there for you, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy, Bill.
Horrible, mate.
You know what I love? There's no tension in this room.
Well, there wasn't any. I'll leave you to it.
What amazing
I didn't know Nashville is in Texas time zone. I did not know that either.
Kick off our broadcast live here tonight on TBS and HBO Max. Let's head to the ring and the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Nashville, Tennessee. Your opening contest set for one fall is for the TNT Championship.
Nice. Starting it off with Darby Allin versus Kevin Knight.
Introducing the challenger from Seattle, Washington, weighing 175 pounds, Darby Allin.
The two-time former TNT champion looking to reclaim the title, but Taz, 1 week ago, Darby Allin got put through the ringer by the machine, Brian Cage.
Just dropped a like. Well, thank you very much for heading over to the YouTube channel and dropping the like on the multi-stream. I appreciate it very much. Yes, same stream is happening over on YouTube. If you want to drop a like on it, it'll be a big help getting us out to the algorithm and all that stuff. Sting is there, really? Neat. I think Darby wins because Sting is there.
The last time that AEW was in
It's for the
this
TNT
was
Championship.
before Thanksgiving of last year. It was also a night that Darby Allin spent the night in the Vanderbilt Hospital with head and neck injuries. These were injuries sustained by the
I think that was just a Mark Justice thing.
Kevin Knight has a different mission tonight. He's going solo, no help from the Don Callis family. Tonight he vows to out-wrestle Darby Allin.
Thank you for that update, Renee.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 211 pounds, he is the TNT champion, Kevin Knight.
Tony, there's absolutely no doubt that these two men are fantastic athletes. You don't become TNT champion by accident, but do you believe that Kevin Knight can out-wrestle Darby Allin?
Well, not many people have been able to out-wrestle Darby Allin.
Shivani would have been screaming about Sting if he was there. Yeah, I would think they would probably advertise that.
As you see, Kevin Knight is being very, very conscious about this by walking around the ring.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Darby. He's unpredictable. He's lightning quick. He's dangerous. And here he comes.
Uh-oh. There goes Darby Allin. Suicide dive already starting early. The bell didn't even ring.
Hammering Kevin Knight on the outside. Referee Paul Turner trying to get the action inside the ring so this match can officially begin. But Darby Allin looking to press this advantage on the floor, sending Kevin Knight over the barricade here at the Pinnacle.
I like this game plan by Darby right now. I don't think anybody expected this. Nevertheless, Kevin Knight, this attack, jump start right at
Uh-oh. What's Darby doing here?
He's going to get a head start here for crying out loud.
Kevin Knight pinned against the barricade.
Oh, big clothesline sending both men over the barricade.
Ringside area.
It's so important if you can get an advantage on your opponent. Look at this, full speed ahead with a big clothesline. And if you can get an advantage on your opponent at the jump of the match, a lot of times it's tough for them to come back.
Tony, it was this past weekend at Collision where Kevin Knight
eclipsed the high water mark of defenses in a single reign of the TNT Championship, a record previously held by Darby Allin and by Kyle Fletcher. Kevin Knight now stands alone at the top.
And that's not the reason for the animosity of this match. The animosity of this match, of course.
Oh, what's Darby gonna do?
Well, it goes back to our last pay-per-view.
Now
Darby climbing to the top.
On top of the ring post, and Darby Allin.
Oh, what a dive from Darby Allin.
Defying leap onto Kevin Knight, Darby Allin. I mean, we say
Darby has no fear, man. No fear.
Oh, he's insane. I'm telling you, he's been insane from the jump that AEW started as a day one guy. Darby is just different. Watch this. Elevation, his height, and just in the distance, just reckless, not caring about his own body. There, that angle, you get a great look at the distance covered by Darby Allin as he came up clutching that left knee of his. Kevin Knight clutching his hip, his lower back, as the
slide off the table, not break it. Very nice.
The bell has sounded and our TNT Championship match is underway. Well, for those that don't know, the bell rings. It's official once the two athletes are in the ring at the same time. But all of that insane physicality beforehand was wild. I thought it was great. Look at Kevin Knight gouging the eyes of Darby Allin, just trying to slow the pace of this onslaught down. And,
that's not gonna feel good.
I don't care how resilient you are, how tough
Ow.
your body. As you land there, you're in pain. And Kevin Knight flies off the back elbow. Double rough landing for Darby Allin. Tony, you alluded to it a few moments ago. It was double or nothing this past May. New York City, Darby Allin, he was defeated. He lost the AEW World Championship, but after that, he was strapped to a stretcher. He had to undergo, as we take a...
Oh, why did they show the replay?
For that, he might need some ice water on the gimmick, but it was Darby Allin strapped to the stretcher.
Ice water on your gimmick.
Leapt from the top turnbuckle to a defenseless Darby Allin and crushed him. And he said the reason he did that is because Darby let everyone down by losing the AEW World Championship.
I'm not so sure that was really the case, but the fact is that it has lit a fire under Darby Allin that does not need to be lit.
Of course, Renee Paquette mentioned the history between these two men. It was the opening night of the Continental Classic back in this very arena. Oh no, Kevin Knight with Darby underneath the steps. And
Oh!
Face first into the steel steps.
My God, what did we just see? He just popped off the top of the freaking steel steps.
And Paul Turner trying his best to regain control of this match. I'm not sure he even had control of this match, but you know, back last November, the Continental Classic, as we take another look at this. Kevin Knight earned the victory, earned the 3 points over Darby Allin, but he hospitalized Darby Allin. But the relationship between these two men, Taz, goes back much further than that. The Buddy Wayne Wrestling Academy in the Pacific Northwest, both Kevin Knight and Darby Allin, products of that great institution. As Knight goes for the cover here, shoot, Darby.
Sanjay, how's it going? Thank you for joining the YouTube. I appreciate it.
Kevin sees that, and he's throwing a bunch of haymakers right at that open wound. But you talked about
Darby's busted open? Yeah, he's got a small cut.
That you don't hear about. Yeah,
He's got a small cut.
I do think the TNT champion Kevin Knight has an advantage in this match just because of the hell that Darby went through last week by Brian Cage. We saw some of it at the top of this match. But he's not 100%. But to his counterpoint, Kevin Knight, whatever damage he suffers tonight at the hands of Darby Allin will not serve him well this Sunday at Redemption when he has to challenge Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship. Well, that's true. But right now, as you know, you got to deal with the fight in front of you, and you're dealing with Darby
Kevin Knight to the top rope.
Kevin Knight.
I'm not so sure that Darby Allin's ever been 100% in a match that he wrestles.
You're probably right.
Darby Allin not allowing Kevin Knight to get any offense in on that top rope. It's pounding on his back.
Darby desperately hammering Knight between the shoulder blades.
That blood coming down that right eye like you talked about.
Oh, what is he gonna do? A code red? Oh! Avalanche code red.
Flip Kevin Knight forward.
Kevin Knight rotated over forward. Ooh, that was close.
Impressive kick out by Kevin Knight. But right there, I don't know if it's Darby's eye. I don't know. Where is this blood? I'm missing where it's at. I don't know if we have a shot of it. Is it his eye? Is it his head? It's probably from those.
He like over-rotated on that code red.
The extra rotation on that code red from the ropes sent Kevin Knight onto his stomach and allowed Darby to hit a second one in quick succession and very nearly began his third reign as TNT champion.
Darby headed to the top rope again.
Kevin Knight's wrist. And now,
oh no. He's got his arm in the entire turnbuckle.
Arm into the top of the ring post, wrenching back and hammering down.
To tear his bicep. Oh. Hey, here he goes again.
Knight out to the floor.
Oh my God.
And Darby.
Coffin drop. Darby's crazy, man.
His third reign as TNT champion. Will Kevin Knight headed to redemption with all the momentum? We will find out as this match continues.
And we go to commercial break. Picture-in-picture commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are multi-streaming over on YouTube, so if you can't check out the YouTube channel, drop a like on there. I appreciate it very, very much. Right now, we're in picture-in-picture during this TNT Championship bout. Kevin Knight defending the title against Darby Allin. They've been doing a lot of work on the outside of the ring, not really paying attention to the referee's count, which is very interesting. So far, Darby's endured his normal amount of punishment, taken his normal amount of what the fuck bumps. Very on brand indeed, Mike. Very on brand indeed. Darby Allin controlling the wrist, wrenching at the wrist, keeping Kevin Knight grounded on the mat in the center of the ring. Darby's got some wrestling skill. Don't let him fool you with that death-defying daredevil bullshit that he's always on. He can mat wrestle you too. He just doesn't do it very often, but he can definitely mat wrestle you. Darby Allin clubbing at Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight gets to his feet, but gets knocked back down by Darby Allin. These guys are slugging it out in the middle of the ring.
An explosive start to AEW Dynamite tonight. The TNT.
Whoa, they both collided into each other.
Kevin Knight, Darby Allin, a seesaw battle, kicking off the action.
Two of the finest young wrestlers that we have here in AEW right now. To approach their matches completely different, but both are giving us a hell of an opening match.
See these two men just throwing their bodies at one another, and this is the first time that the pace has really slowed down in this match. Understandably so.
Yeah,
After all the punishment.
Right. Exactly. They're both human at the end of the day, right? I mean, they're tough.
Nice backbreaker there from Kevin Knight.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker followed by the cover. Far leg is hooked. Darby able to break free. Darby Allin looking to begin his third reign as TNT champion. Kevin Knight looking to continue to set records as most defenses inside a single reign as TNT champion, and we are kicking off Redemption Week in a very big way. Of course, coming up this Saturday night, Collision 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max, immediately followed by the Countdown to Redemption. And then this Sunday, special start time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, the Redemption buy-in, and then followed up by the big event on pay-per-view on HBO Max, 7 Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Redemption, live from Montreal, the Bell Center.
Oh, into the referee. Referee goes down.
That was inadvertent, obviously.
And Kevin Knight just trucked Darby Allin. And remember, Kevin Knight, he said he wanted to beat Darby Allin in a wrestling match. He didn't want the Don Callis family to interfere. And now Kevin Knight, though,
he came out and said, "Where's my belt?" Well, he found it.
Well, he knows there's an opportunity.
Yeah, he's going to crack Darby upside the head.
I don't blame him.
And referee Paul Turner, I looked up my monitor, Taz. Paul Turner is still down on the outside, completely unaware of what's potentially about to transpire inside the ring.
Uh-oh. Darby.
Got him hooked.
Scorpion death drop.
Darby Allin.
How about that? Darby kind of lured him in that time, Taz.
He did. He played a little possum for sure.
No question.
You see
need a ref though here. I mean, you know, this is a championship match.
Yeah, Paul Turner, Taz, to your point, he was clutching the back of the head. I think his head clipped that middle rope upon the impact with Darby Allin. And Darby,
there you go.
now he wants to beat Kevin Knight the right way. He wants to earn this reign as
Caught him.
TNT champion, but it will not happen yet as
Oh, no.
Darby on the back of the head.
Yeah, speaking of playing possum, boy, Kevin Knight did it.
Oh, wait a second. This is how Kevin Knight hospitalized Darby Allin some 9 months ago, and Kevin Knight goes.
Oh, again, he caught him. Coast to coast.
Gotta be out cold.
Hell, he's not done. What the hell?
He knows you got to just do everything you can to Darby Allin. I don't blame Kevin. He's got to do this.
Kevin Knight on the top, the
UFO splash.
2, 3.
Wow. Kevin Knight wins. Darby is beloved enough. He could have hit Knight with the belt, and the place would have been okay with that. Yeah, I would agree.
He wanted to do it without the Don Callis family.
I would agree.
But he certainly leaned on the crutch of that TNT Championship title belt to even the odds against Darby Allin.
Gotta say, gentlemen, that's a hell of an opening match. Everything we thought it would be.
Kevin Knight. A chorus of boos greeting the TNT champion as here we see Knight.
He cracked him in the back of the head with the belt.
That's really the killing blow at the end of the day. The rest was, that shot to the back was nasty, and then this.
The coast-to-coast drop kick, followed up by the UFO splash, and Kevin Knight is still your TNT champion. And looking ahead to this Sunday at Redemption, could be Kevin Two Belts, could be also
Kevin Two Belts, imagine that.
World champion.
Well, I think this win gave him some momentum, if you believe in that.
Well, from the current TNT champion to the former TNT champion and fellow member of the Don Callis family, the protostar Kyle Fletcher, the AEW International Champion, a man who's seemingly been bristling as of late with the introduction of Kevin Knight to the Don Callis family, Taz.
Well, there's obviously competitiveness amongst them, even though they're part of the same family. Also, they both have championships. They both, you know, they spotlights are on these guys, and there's a lot of tension, and it happens.
Well, you could see the face of Kevin Knight. We were showing his face when the protostar's music hit. His reaction. Speaking of music, watch out.
Kevin Knight, I think he's got to feel like he's being upstaged and upstaged again by Don Callis family members. There's a former AEW International Champion, a former AEW Continental Champion, the Unified Champion, former Unified
I
Champion.
hope he doesn't beat Kenny this weekend. I don't think he is going to beat Kenny this weekend. It'll be a good match, even though it's kind of a match like you're wondering, like, what the hell is this happening for? Why is this match happening? It should be a good match.
Take on former tag team champions Brody King and Bandito. Next, as Dynamite rolls on from Nashville.
All right. We're in commercial break. Coming up is Kyle Fletcher teaming up with Kazuchika Okada to take on Brodito, Brody King, and Bandito. So that should be a lot of fun coming up after this commercial break. Once again, we are streaming over on YouTube as well. So if you can head over to the YouTube channel, drop a like on the video, it'll be a big help. Thank you very much for all the support on both channels. I can't have done it without you guys. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it very, very much. We're also on TikTok. Make sure you check us out on TikTok if you want highlights of the stream that I post up every once in a while on TikTok and other platforms as well, such as YouTube. So check out the TikTok if you get a chance. Got that already set up. Oh, we're in an ad break. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dynamite, coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee.
I will never go back to TikTok ever again. Oh no.
Championship match to kick us off.
Oh no, what did TikTok do to you?
Tonight, but we've got the whole Don Callis family out here with us. You guys have a ton of gold here, but 3 big championship matches coming up.
Look at all those people.
Redemption in just moments.
Whoa. Let me correct you here, Renee, just very quickly.
Look at all those people.
The way that I see it,
why are there so many people in this one group?
Sunday at Redemption is if Andrade can scrape himself up off the pavement outside of Fenway where I left him.
Kevin, you have a massive opportunity Sunday at Redemption, taking on Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship.
So true, Renee. So true, Renee. And I'm going to tell y'all how I know that I'm going to become Jet 2 belts this Sunday at Redemption when I face Kenny Omega. Because tonight, I broke Darby, and I also broke the record for the amount of TNT defenses, a record once held by Kyle Fletcher. And not to mention, Renee, I did it without the Don Callis family.
So what's next for you guys? You've got a match.
Someone acted like a NASCAR driver on that app, and he tried to date me on that, so I reported him and then deleted the app for good. That sounds crazy.
Impressive, don't you, Kev?
Holy shit.
Yeah, you think you're going to become Jet 2 belts this Sunday? Well, I hope you do. As far as it goes with needing the help of the Don Callis family, hell, I don't need... Get your hand off my title. I don't need the help of the family to defend my title either. And just to prove it to your nonchalant ass, I'm gonna go talk to Tony Khan and make sure everybody is banned from ringside this Sunday when I defend the international title against Bandito. And hell, why not? Let's have some fun when me and Okada face Bandito tonight. Right now, all of your asses are banned from ringside. Now get out of my ring.
Ooh, things
Watch out.
are heating up with the family. We've seen how this played out before.
Why is it that they're fighting if they're in the same faction? That never appealed to me. That never appealed to me. And furthermore, like Kyle Fletcher and Kevin Knight, I mean, why is there friction between Kyle and Kevin? Same thought, yeah. It's like, why is this happening?
Kyle Fletcher mentioned this Sunday at Redemption live from Montreal.
It seems like everybody who ends up in the Don Callis family has a beef with somebody else. Happened with Takeshita, happened with Andrade. It's happening with Kevin Knight. Doesn't make sense.
Absolutely loaded tag team clash as we welcome Don Callis to the desk.
Don, way to keep the peace up there amongst your members.
Wild horses gotta run, as I've said before. I encourage a little friendly competition. It's fantastic. It's real sports, Shivani.
As Kyle Fletcher, Bandito, starting things out for their respective sides.
Well, I tell you, Kyle Fletcher is fired up, man.
Well, yeah, he took it upon himself to say none of the members of your family, Don, need to be ringside even for this tag match. I don't know if he needed to go that far, in my opinion.
Difference between need and want. Kyle Fletcher doesn't need anything other than me. I mean, he could do it on his own, but we're a family, and families stick together.
Your tweet gonna get read? I didn't post up a tweet, so probably not.
Over Bandito, but Bandito backs the international champion to the ropes, and both men trying to get underneath one another's skin ahead of the international championship clash this Sunday night.
Kyle Fletcher with the standing switch.
From Fletcher, but a nice escape.
Escape from
hand fighting there.
Bandito.
Keep the hammerlock, but he went to a waist lock, now side headlock.
Kyle Fletcher with the side headlock. Bandito escapes to switch to a side headlock of his own. Off the ropes goes Bandito. Goes for the shoulder block. Nobody moves.
Lacks leverage.
I need to hear this. How's he lack leverage? I mean, he's lower to the ground. He's based. I mean, he's stout. I don't know about that, Don.
I scout my athletes based on limb length impartiality. Yes, long arms, big hands.
Nice takedown from Bandito. Drop kick followed up.
Right there.
The Proto Star and Proto Trouble.
Well, if you love the long limbs,
Brody King gets tagged in.
Would love to have Big Brody,
So this is gonna hurt.
I would love to have Brody King. The problem with Brody King is he likes to think for himself.
Wow. So the members of your team do not
Woo.
think for themselves.
Well, they can, but they prefer me to do it because then they can focus on the wrestling.
Boy, it's really getting deep here. My God.
I got an answer for everything, Shivani.
I know that.
Back suplex from Brody King on Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher.
Aubrey, the referee, being very lenient with the tag teams being in the ring together.
Trust each other.
Bandito off the shoulders of Brody King, and then Brody King follows it up with the senton
And they're not done yet.
into a Casadora.
Woo!
Woo!
Chop to the chest. Fletcher flattened out. Lateral press. One.
Cover.
Two. Fletcher able to kick out.
Yeah, good kick out.
Aubrey just killing it. Yeah, she's
got one shoulder, pop that right shoulder up.
She's adhering to the rules.
It is no disqualification for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. The Sisters of Sin will challenge Divine Dominion, Megan Bain, and Lena Cross, plus the Dogs and the Bang Bang Gang. The war continues. Clark Connors, Jay White, one-on-one.
Jay White in action tonight.
Ahead of this Sunday's AEW Women's World Championship title match, Willow Nightingale and the Toxic Spider, the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champion, Tekla, will be face-to-face, and Mick Foley will be trying to maintain control of the proceedings. And Don, your night continues as the family, Brian Cage, Jake Doyle, and Hechicero take on the all-star
Bandito
team.
slips
Kenny
out the
Omega
back, standing
will
switch.
John Moxley in our main event.
And with John Moxley and Kenny Omega out here at the same time, I will try to be in a
Okada steps in with the big boots of Bandito's face. Brody King comes in without a tag. Aubrey's just letting that happen now.
Yeah, it definitely was. Okada's a thinking man's athlete. A lot of experience.
Might be rethinking tagging in.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Those chops are heavy.
And Okada can usually take a pretty good punch. But you're right, those were heavy, Taz.
And Fletcher flies in the elbow strike. Okada, the back elbow. And now this is where the Don Callis family can press the advantage on the former tag team champions. But Bandito into the fray, trying to quicken the pace.
Oh, double flapjack.
Big flapjack right there. Great job by your man there, Don. That was excellent.
cocky little bugger. He got what's coming to him.
Fletcher and Okada with the advantage. Can it continue? We will find out as Dynamite stays live from Nashville.
Picture in picture. Okada now in there with Bandito. Sends Bandito into the corner turnbuckle. I sure hope they all stay in the ring for the rest of the match. That would be the case if this was no disqualification or a tornado tag match. But this is neither one of those. Now Okada in there with Bandito. Looks like Kyle Fletcher got tagged in. Kyle Fletcher with a kick to the midsection of Bandito. And now he's gloating to the crowd. Mike, you might get your wish about all of them staying in the ring. Oh, joy. I love matches where rules mean nothing. So far, we're okay. There's a proper legal tag to Okada. Okada now the legal competitor in the ring. Bandito still down trying to get a tag to his partner, Brody King. Up and over senton from Okada. Now he's just mocking Brody King. We're back to the action.
AEW International Champion Kyle Fletcher, the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada taking on former AEW World Tag Team Champions Brody King and Bandito. Bandito has been isolated by the Don Callis
Fletcher
family,
gets
and Don,
tagged in now.
Putting on a clinic thus far.
That's the first thing you've said.
They're doing a good job of not allowing Bandito to get a tag over to Brody King, who's the fresher man, who can definitely do damage once he gets in there. So they're going after Bandito and keeping him. keeping him way away from his tag partner. Also, frequent tags. Frequent tags between Okada and Fletcher here.
Live on pay-per-view on HBO Max, it'll be Kyle Fletcher putting his AEW International Championship on the line against Bandito. This tag team match serving as something of a preview, but right now, Bandito slips free of the grip of Okada.
Okada went for the Rainmaker. Oh, Brody King gets tagged in. This is not what they wanted. They did not want Brody King to get in this match. He was fresh. He's already revving on all cylinders.
Now Brody charges in. Bandera from Okada sends Brody out to the apron, but Brody,
big clothesline from Brody to Okada in the ring. Stops the kick from Fletcher. Uh-oh. It's going to hurt. Death Valley driver on the apron.
You better check on your athlete, Don. He hit pretty hard that time.
Out of the corner comes Brody King. Big clothesline in the opposite corner to Okada, coming off the ropes, and another lariat just takes Okada out, goes for the cover. And Okada kicks out at 2.
One man has been dismantling 2 members of the Don Callis family. One man.
You cannot let Brody King get going, and that is what has happened here, but Okada's got a plan.
Rainmaker was looking for that Gonzo bomb. Okada was looking for that Rainmaker. Both men had counters prepared. But Okada, great strength by Okada.
Wow. Okada.
Here we go.
Air raid crash over the knee.
Boy, great strength is right, Excalibur. This shows you Okada really has it all.
That's a head trip for Brody King to be picked up like that by Okada. That's not something the big man is used to.
You're right. I think that's a really strong point, Don, because
Kyle Fletcher gets the tag in. Now he's the legal competitor.
They get perplexed. Like, what the hell's going on? They don't know how to deal with it sometimes.
Fletcher That's this running kick in the corner. He's got Brody King lined up.
Woo!
Whoa, that could be it.
That running kick is lethal.
Here. Oh, no.
Instead, Brody counter. Fletcher on the
big boss man slam there. Wow. And Kyle Fletcher gets the shoulder up at 2. Okada probably tore a bunch of muscles in his back, shifting Brody around like that. Brody's a big man. Brody is definitely a big man, that's for sure.
AEW Live. Visit AEWTIX.com for all the information. Saturday, September 12th. Make our return to Springfield, Massachusetts, and you can be there for the final stop ahead of All Out as we return to the Indianapolis area in Fishers, Indiana on September 23rd. And then just announced we come back to Phoenix, Arizona for Full Gear Live on pay-per-view Saturday, November 14th, the Mortgage Matchup Center. Pre-sales begin tomorrow. AEWTIX.com. Use promo code AEWTV right now. Fletcher with the advantage.
Fletcher went for the powerbomb, bro. Bandito ended up on his feet. Bandito ducks the clothesline, springboards off the ropes, and gets a super kick to the face.
Wow, well done.
Fletcher.
Big. Oh, Bandito countered the powerbomb attempt into a code red. And Okada barely breaks it up. Barely, just barely was able to get in there and break that up.
Uh-oh. Battle on the inside, battle on the outside.
Bandito's got Fletcher lined up.
21 plex.
21 plex, no Fletcher. Clutching onto the rope.
Oh, great standing switch.
Standing switch, half and half.
By Fletcher. Bandito maybe out on his feet, maybe no.
Whoa.
Bandito drives Fletcher down. 2.
Fletcher just gets the shoulder up.
Completely neutralized, Taz.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. But still, I think Bandito felt like there was enough height and impact, which I thought there was, to get the win, but it wasn't enough. Here, we'll take another look at it here. Look at the elevation.
Jesus.
Yeah, Fletcher was
I don't know if he even touched Bandito. I don't know.
Yeah, Bandito did make a mistake there. You are right, Excalibur.
Cannonball sent on in the corner. Fletcher got squished. Bandito tagged in. And now Bandito, a little shimmy of the shoulders.
Boom! Frog splash from Bandito.
1, 2, no.
And shoulder up from Kyle Fletcher. He will not go down.
What perseverance, what determination by Kyle Fletcher. They've hit him with just about everything here.
Bandito and Brody, we've seen them employ this tag team nowhere before, but Okada was ready for it. Pinpoint accuracy with the drop kick.
Okada picked his spot.
Got him.
Thrust kick, followed up by...
Oh, no! Miscommunication on the Rainmaker there.
Rainmaker City on his partner.
Oh, my God. He got cracked.
From Brody, sends Okada to the floor. Brody, the tope. Okada crashes into the barricade, and now Bandito.
Fletcher's in trouble.
Bandito got Fletcher lined up for a 21 plex.
Got it. 21 plex. Beat him. Beat them.
Don was trying to run to the ring, Excalibur. Couldn't get there. He saw it coming.
Couldn't get there in time. And this Sunday, with everyone banned from ringside, if Bandito lands that 21 plex on Kyle Fletcher, we will have a new AEW International Champion.
Well, let's be honest. Kyle Fletcher was also wiped out by his partner as well.
I can see the follow-up. Fletcher will have beef with Hechicero, not Okada or Knight.
Maybe we'll get a shot of it here. He is
Oh, man. Ever the optimist you are, Mike.
Scoring the win for the former AEW World Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, there's his face. I just said, look at it.
Don Callis arguing the decision with referee Aubrey Edwards, but there's nothing untoward about it. Bandito and Brody King.
Oh, maybe Fletcher's regretting saying he didn't want the other members of the family out here.
Now the one of them might have helped him. And you see Okada saying, I'm sorry to Fletcher's.
He's saying, I'm sorry.
AEW National Champion. Coming to check on his countrymen.
Well, you know, understandably so. That was not meant for Kyle Fletcher, and I can understand how sorry and upset.
Yeah, I don't know. Read the face right there of Okada, Shivani. He was saying sorry, then when Fletcher turned his back, he didn't look so sorry, but that's just me reading minds.
Yeah, Don Callis needs to step in here.
Don Callis family in a lot of trouble.
The Don Callis family continue to widen. As Fletcher barking at Okada.
Okada doing the right thing. Get out of town.
Jerry.
And what momentum going in.
It's the name of the game, Tony. Momentum heading into Sunday Live on pay-per-view. As Fletcher, Davis, and Lance Archer wait a second. Don Callis maybe got the numbers advantage here. And now, yeah, Don Callis is sending his guys.
Yeah.
After Bandito and Brody King.
After they've had this freaking match.
The man that will face.
Hey, it's Andrade.
Mark Davis. This
How you know?
AEW National Championship, Andrade El Idolo.
How you know?
Andrade, he wants Davis's national championship. He will have his chance this Sunday, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max.
How you know?
Pointing to the redemption banner up there you see on the left.
Andrade evening the odds, and this Sunday in Montreal, it will certainly be something when Dunkzilla, Mark Davis, Andrade El Idolo meet one-on-one.
Drag this ending out longer, sweet fuck.
Yes, it is.
You're not enjoying it?
Not his property.
Wow. Well, also coming up this Sunday, it will be no holds barred. From the
Oh no, the
Montreal,
Painmaker.
Psycho Killer, Tommaso
The
Ciampa
Painmaker.
versus the Painmaker at Redemption.
Everybody be afraid, it's the Painmaker.
Pain. It's a sensation. Shocking and agonizing. But momentary.
Oh no, it's the Painmaker, guys.
Inside you like a haunted soul. I have felt this pain. I have owned this pain. I have become this pain. I am a wound that never heals, a scar that never seals, the voice in your head.
You're paying full pop for this pay-per-view now, remembering Painmaker is on it. That's right. He's selling tickets. He's selling tickets. Painmaker's selling tickets.
It will be violent, it will be wild, it will be unpredictable, it will be no holds barred. Tommaso Ciampa, Painmaker, this Sunday from Montreal.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Where they are losing their minds.
He talks so throaty. Jericho's so scary.
Mick Foley, one of the new additions for the ranks here in All Elite Wrestling. And coming up next, he will be speaking to Willow Nightingale, the challenger, this Sunday at Redemption for the Toxic Spider Tekla and her AEW Women's World Championship. Mick Foley, Willow, Tekla, next on Dynamite.
All right, we're in commercial break right now. Come join our little community that we are building up on Discord. It's our Discord server here. Just click the link. It'll take you to the server. Hit the green check mark to verify that you are a human being and not a bot. That'll open up the entire server to you where you can talk about wrestling. You can talk about music, movies, sports, gaming, TV shows. Whatever you like to talk about, it's a space there in the Discord for you to talk about. So join the Discord, and it also gives you updates on when I'm going live and what I'm going to be doing while live. So check that out when you get a chance. Again, that's all in our Discord server at that link. Commercial for Docalax, when they can go get cheaper laxative from Taco Bell and it's tainted lettuce. I miss Taco Bell. You never know what you have until it's gone, you know? They close up shop by you, or when you move, they got out of delivery range? No, they're still there. Just haven't had it with all of this this stuff with the exploding diarrhea and whatnot. I'll get it though eventually. Oh my gosh, these commercials. Now we're back.
Aew Dynamite, and let's head to the top.
All right, let's see what Mick Foley's all about.
Mick Foley is standing by. Take it away, Mick.
Hello, AEW sickos.
Keep pop coming.
I'm the hardcore legend. It's time for face-to-face for the AEW Women's Championship. My guest at this time is the current AEW Women's Champion. Say hello to the Toxic Spider, Tekla.
Tekla.
Tekla has had a very busy past 7 days. Not only is she the AEW Women's World Champion, she, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue competed in Tokyo over the weekend and captured the Stardom Trio Championship, aka the Artist of Stardom Championship.
Go kill it, girls. All right. Hey, Mick, how you doing? Good to see you.
Extra gold, I see. Congratulations.
Yeah, right? So let me.
She's got 2
myself
belts.
Real quick, okay? Hey, it's the AEW Women's World Champion and new Artist of Stardom Champion. It's Tekla 2 belts, baby.
Tekla 2 belts.
Hey, now listen, Mick. We don't have a lot of time, so let's cut this thing short. You know, like let's get homegirl out.
All right.
Let's get
That women's title is almost the size of her torso. I like it.
Near and dear to my heart, say hello to Willow.
Willow Nightingale made her return, surprise return, won the Casino Gauntlet match, earned the right to challenge for the AEW Women's World Championship this Sunday at Redemption live on pay-per-view.
Got 2 Long Islanders right there. To see you. Are you
Tekla
ready for the task at hand?
Oh, always. And it's always great to see you, Mick. Always great to see everybody here in Nashville. And you know what? Oh, what about you? Yeah, it's even nice to see you, Tekla. Face to face. As opposed to, you know, with a cheap shot behind my back. Right? But you asked, am I ready for this? Yeah. I came back from a shoulder injury. I won the Casino Gauntlet. And right now,
I am watching AEW. I just have it muted right now. All right. Well, they're just
I've been
talking.
holding on to since I stepped into AEW.
They're just chatting.
And that's to become the AEW Women's World Champion. Yeah.
Wow. So good for you, Willow. So glad to have you back. Yeah. Yes. Willow Nightingale, everybody. Thank you so much. So good to have you back, Willow. I know you're made of rainbows and birds chirping and sunshine and everything, but right now you're talking to the toxic one, baby. And to be honest with you, I ain't buying any of that smile anyway crap. You see, what I see is you putting on a mask every time you walk out here. You're bottling up your feelings inside, and then you smile anyway. And I think you're just poisoned inside. So what I think is, let me tell you, at Redemption, I'm going to actually do you a favor, and I'm going to beat that poison out of you, so that everybody can see how ugly you really are.
Oh, mask. A mask, huh? Is that what you think? You know the difference between me and you, Tekla, is I've never had to try and convince anybody who I am. I actually think it says a lot about you that you think this smile is fake. Because listen, we all know that this toxic act is all a facade. And I'm gonna expose it because listen, you walk around here like you're the biggest and the toughest. But I think you talk all big because you feel so small. And you know what? You got this swagger. I'll give it to you. You really do. And it's got you pretty far. It's got you 2 belts. Tekla, 2 belts. But this is the only one that I care about, and you're just a shortcut for me to get to it.
Wow.
Hold on. Despite all your differences, I do see a lot of myself in you, Willow. there's some comparisons, right? Because both of us were champions on TBS. Both of us took a beating and a pounding and still found a way to smile through that pain. Although I'll say, your smile had a few more teeth in it than mine did. So.
Wow, that's beautiful, Mick. That's really nice. So, but please, can you do me a favor and just shut the hell up straight up?
Listen, that's enough of the disrespect. That's enough, okay? Listen, you're the one who's acting like a dumb bitch now. Right?
Wow.
Listen, this man here, not only is he my favorite, he is a legend. And yes, we both smile, but we will also stop at nothing to get what we want. He has done some sick and twisted things in that ring. And listen, Tekla, on Sunday, I'll be more than happy to do exactly the same to you. Because I talked a lot about our differences, but we really do have one thing in common, and it's that at Redemption, we have everything to lose. We both want to walk into All In as the AEW Women's Champion, but I promise you, I will put every ounce of my soul, every ounce of blood in my heart into it and make sure that it will be me.
Wow, oh, look at that. Did you call me a dumb bitch? Is that my line? I never thought I'd hear that out of your mouth. No, this is great. Wow, so Willow, let me tell you one thing. On Sunday, when I'm standing on top of you with my belt and you're battered and beaten and broken and bloodied and your dreams are shattered and your rainbows are clouded and your clouds are pissed on, just remember one thing, Willow. Smile anyway.
Oh, that's great.
Hey! Hey!
Mick Foley trying his best to keep.
Come on, Mick.
He's separated.
I don't know if he can.
The cheap shot. Oh, no, Mick can. Maybe.
Oh! She bopped her in the head with the microphone.
Microphone, the side of the head.
She bopped her on the side of the head with the microphone.
Champion.
I feel like maybe Tekla's not done here. No. You're right, Taz.
Tekla with that AEW Women's World Championship, that Artist of Stardom Championship, the Stardom Trios Championship, and Mick Foley.
Oh, she took her belt off.
Foley's got a tough decision to make here.
Yeah, except you're right, man. It's
Oh, pounce!
Tekla sent reeling out of the ring. And are we looking at a former AEW Women's World Champion? Are we looking at the next AEW Women's World Champion, Willow Nightingale? We will find out this Sunday, live from Montreal on pay-per-view on HBO Max at Redemption.
Is this over? It's over. It's over, Mike.
The upper hand here tonight, but it will be
It's finally over.
this Sunday in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And that's not the only championship on the line this Sunday in Redemption. The TBS Championship on the line. Maya World will challenge.
How was NXT last night? I missed it. I was a little busy last night. NXT was good. NXT was a lot of fun.
Oh, look at this.
NXT was a great episode last night.
She is a bully, that's why. Wait a minute, Maya World has come in.
Nobody expected Maya World to be in the Owen finals, but I did that.
I had higher expectations for that. Less talking, more brawling was my hope.
World now.
Main event of NXT was fantastic. I thought so. I thought it was really good. And I'm usually not that high up on Tony D'Angelo, but I honestly thought he was he did pretty good.
Maya World will just be another
in the era of the Ace.
Already took your candlestick, Sheeta. Now I'm gonna take your championship.
The best is Sheeta!
This Sunday at Redemption, Hechicero, Sheeta, My World for the team.
Good for Maya World. She's been getting a lot of opportunities and she's been killing it. She deserves it. Good for Maya World.
Excuse me, and then also that night, the AEW Women's World Championship title match. Willow Nightingale challenges the Toxic Spider Tekla. And
I'm happy for Santana. Yeah, that's pretty good that he showed up. He showed up, so he's a part of the NXT roster.
Toxic Spider Tekla, Hechicero, Sheeta, tag team action this Saturday night, 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max. It was a nosedive, Tony, but I pulled it out at the
You
last
always
second.
do, brother.
Good job, Excalibur.
You're the man. You're the man too, Ted.
Thank you. Appreciate that, brother.
This next battle is set for one fall. Introduce you first from Auckland, New Zealand, weighing 222 pounds, Switchblade Jake White.
Well, look what he's got in his hand there, Excalibur.
I can turn the audio back on for this entrance. It's a really good entrance. It's a really good entrance. One of the best entrances in wrestling, minus CJ Parker. I think he adds to it. I think Rock Hard Juice Robinson adds to it. When do we see the form of Finley? I don't know. Tonight it's going to be Switchblade versus Clark Connors.
Yeah, heck of a matchup here for sure. History here with these two men.
And his opponent from El Camino, weighing 203 pounds, 100 proof, Clark Connors.
Clark Connors coming out by himself. David Finlay nowhere to be found, but Tony, as we've seen over the
Jesus Christ.
Finlay likely not far away.
Well, the dogs are a pack.
I knew that was coming too, man.
They run together in this match.
I knew that was coming. I knew that. I was like, it's way too quiet. It's way too quiet. I was like, it's way too quiet. Something's gonna happen.
For Switchblade Jay White, in fact, his last singles match was against then AEW newcomer Kevin Knight. It was a victory for Jay White, and think about how far Kevin Knight's come in these past 15 months. And
I was asking because of the weapon that Jay White has. Oh, the shillelagh.
Definitely a fan favorite here, Carl.
The shillelagh.
Bails to the outside.
There's another thing going on here, and I'm sure the dogs really feel that that Switchblade prevented them from becoming World Tag Team Champions at Forbidden Door.
Last month at Forbidden Door, when Switchblade Jay White made his surprise reappearance, and he did so to repay the favor.
Well, Connor's playing a little game here with Switchblade.
Thank you, Professor Taz.
Oh, I just wanted to point out that people was kind of doing my job. I'll just lay out then.
No, you look studious.
We'll get Paul White here. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
You guys, come on now.
And now Clark Connors into the ring, but Jay White didn't take the bait.
Oh, almost had him there.
Right now, why not? Good job.
Both men in the corner.
White back in Connors up to the corner, and
Jay White with a clean break.
but maybe not.
Clark Connors with the slap to the back.
Sledge between the shoulder blades, and now follows it up with an elbow strike.
Yeah, Jay went for a clean break, and Connor's not having it.
Switch to the side headlock from Jay White.
I'm sure if the shoe was on the other foot, Jay would do the same thing.
A handful of hair by Jay White and fans. It's been the summer of sports. Now go behind the scenes with great
Drop down, drop down, shoulder block.
Premiering August 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on CNN and streaming the next day on the CNN app. Jay White got Connors down. And Taz, you touched on it a little bit, the history between these two men going back to their time when they both competed in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Both men members of Bullet Club, as was David Finlay. It was David Finlay that forcefully ejected Jay White from his leadership position in Bullet Club. He took out Jay White and he assumed control of that group, and that's something that Jay White has not forgotten.
Yeah, there's definitely some inner rage with the switch.
Nice control of the wrist there.
Towards David. And right now, really
If you control the wrist, you control the body.
Really worked that wrist a lot into an armbar.
What a smile that Jay White has on his face, almost like he's playing with Clark Connors here.
Toe kicks to the ribs, the midsection. There's Jay White, David Finlay, both men members of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo. Wait a second, lateral press. Both men traveled together. Both men thought they were friends, thought they were allies, or at least Jay White did. David Finlay, he saw an opportunity to usurp Jay White's position at the top of the food.
Ow!
Whoa!
And Connors going toward our desk here. Jay White doing us a favor, getting Connors back into the ring.
What, are you scared, Excalibur?
Well, no, I got you here to protect me.
Ah, Ian Riccaboni wouldn't be scared, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he would be.
A liver shot just dropped Clark Connors.
And one swift shot to the midsection, dropped Connors down. You can see.
Oh, don't you mind on Excalibur, sorry.
As now Connors back in the ring, puts referee Rick Knox in the path of
Pace of this match isn't what I expected. Yeah, it's a little slow.
Jay White.
It's a little slow, not a lot going, but I'm not a big Clark Connors guy. I see nothing from Clark Connors. Nothing, like not even that really impresses me.
Through the ropes. Jay White,
He's just not a guy that impresses me. I find him quite boring.
Continues.
As we go to commercial break. Yeah, I'm not a big Clark Connors guy. He doesn't give me that wow factor. He just seems like another guy on the roster. When I first saw Clark Connors, I thought he was the Connors guy who was missing part of his ear in NXT UK. They look similar. They look similar. Man, this match is slow. Pick up the pace. Let's go. Over the top goes Jay White. Now Clark Connors is in the ring. Clark Connors gets out of the ring. He's sitting on the apron. He's got to get a breather in because this match is moving way too fast for him.
Live on TBS and HBO Max, I'm Excalibur, joined by Tony Schiavone, the human suplex machine Taz, and right now we are witnessing Clark Connors and the Dogs taking the fight to Switchblade Jay White, who's competing in his first singles match in more than 15 months. And Jay White, a history of shoulder issues, which Clark Connors may be looking to exploit in this match, Taz.
Definitely now mocking guns up and guns down and guns everywhere. Just bodied right towards the head area.
Connors running through Jay White and sending White hard into the barricade next to our desk.
Yeah, right to my right here. Jay White is in a bad way here.
And the brutality from Clark Connors during the break. You see this running shoulder block, and watch how awkwardly Jay White went into that middle rope.
Yeah, that's rough with those.
He's got lighters.
Situation that Switchblade has.
Connors, look at that.
Now he's trying to burn him with the match.
And just stubbed it out on the shoulder of Jay White. And now with the shillelagh, no.
Oh, he had wood matches, I believe.
Sorry.
That's the best match to ride a cigar with.
You know, one thing about Clark Connors that we have seen, we saw it on the outside and on the inside, Taz, is the fact that he can get a burst of speed as well as inward. Look at this. Look how hard he runs.
But it backfired against Connors right there.
And he was running fast.
Yeah, he does. I mean, in the ring, he hits the ropes hard.
And he crashed and burned right there. And you don't want to do that against Jay White. Watch this. Out of the way, and then Connors wasted the chair right there, blasted it.
Connors, though, despite this setback, I think he still has the advantage on Jay White as we look up to the ring. Jay White pulling himself up to his feet in the corner, but again, using Connors' speed against him. Catches the
Dragon screw.
And Connors, instead of getting carried over Jay White's body, he went down in a heap.
That's the worst way to go, as you know, right? That's how you blow the knee out.
Planet, right?
Yeah.
That is vicious by Jay White. I'm not sure if it was intentional or accidental, but either way, it could be the opening that Switchblade Jay White needs. Hammer throw into the ropes and a back body drop. As Jay White lines up Connors and scores with a chop. Hammer throw reverse. Jay White puts on the brakes, ducks under a knee.
DDT spiked him.
Planted him.
Cover two. Connors kicks out.
Jay White showing not only ability, but a lot of quickness on that exchange. Sliding right through, getting the advantage.
Jay White was looking for Blade Runner, but instead Connors.
Right to the eyes.
Yeah, a gouge you right to the eyes.
That'll slow any man down.
Connors drives Jay White face first to a knee, and now another spear. Takes White off his feet. We mentioned this is Jay White's first singles match in more than 15 and a half months. This is only his second overall match in that same time.
Yeah, so not just a little bit of a cardio thing when you're out of the ring that long, but obviously the proverbial ring rust. Even though Jay White is so excellent rope to rope, he's in a bad way here.
It seemed like White was in the midst of shaking it off, but Clark Connors continues to apply pressure. Oh no, wait, Jay White ready for it, but Connors avoids. Oh,
yikes.
Good job to get his opponent off balance, and Jay White scores with that elbow strike. And
oh!
Leg hook cover made, but Connors able to kick out.
And this match.
Got the win, did Switchblade. He's going to do a throw here, I think. That's
for fuck's sake.
Connors, if you knew it, Taz, Clark Connors most certainly did. And he backed up Jay White to the corner and just launched a barrage of right hands or left hands into the head of Switchblade.
And they mentioned the longer the match goes, the more it probably favors Clark Connors, and I would agree.
I agree with that. I agree also with that.
Connors, overhead throw.
This has been two clunker segments in a row, Tekla, Willow, and this match. Yeah, the second hour of AEW Dynamite tonight has not been kind. The second hour of AEW Dynamite has not been one to watch.
White was ready for it. Blade Runner, Connors escapes. It's a kick. I'm not sure if that caught Connors on the chin or the chest, but either way, there's a cutthroat suplex.
Holy smokes.
And Jay White, not done, brings Connors back to center. Blade Runner again avoided by Connors. He's got a handful of tights, but now Jay White able to break free. Connors does underneath. Nice power slam. Far leg is hooked.
Ooh, that was close.
White able to kick out.
Clark Connor's been able to avoid that move a number of times. Here he goes again.
Lining up Jay White for the spear. Can Connors connect this time? He's on the move.
Oh, he blocked it.
Caught him quick for a second there.
Sure did.
It's like a standing arm triangle.
He's got him in like a guillotine.
Jay White bridging to his back. And
He's out.
is out. Jay White victorious.
The winner of this match, Switchblade.
What a submission.
That catch him on that spear. Wow, what a great
What a
move that
submission.
was.
And thank fuck it is over.
Nothing move by Switchblade Jay White. That requires impeccable timing, and Jay White caught him there.
Yeah, he did catch him.
Thank fuck it is over.
When you have a choke on, definitely you could choke a guy out with his own arm. I mean, because it's tight, and I don't even know how.
But Connors just came to. He realized what happened, but Jay White was ready for him. Catches him in the Blade Runner.
Sometimes if it's a blood choke. Wait, hold on.
Oh, Finlay.
Good God.
There's Finley.
There was the shillelagh that time.
Yeah, great job by David Finlay.
He picked his spot, and he made Jay White pay. Whoa, hey, Juice. Juice Robinson coming. Whoa, swinging that chain like a madman. And David Finlay, Clark Connors, trying to get out of range of Juice Robinson, the straight bullet. David Finlay left Jay White laying and reclaimed his shillelagh. This is far from over between the Bang Bang Gang and the Dogs. But speaking of far from over, is far from over between the Death Riders and the AEW World Tag Team Champions this Sunday. The Rated R Superstar Adam Copeland.
Another match that makes you wonder, why is this happening? When did KG Cope have any interactions with Claudio Castagnoli and Pac?
Stage are the champs.
When did these teams cross paths?
Last week on Dynamite, you saw CNC and the Bang Bang Gang finally get on the same page. You also saw that we had to challenge Pac and Claudio for our tag team.
Finally, some interaction. So this is what's going to lead to the match. Claudio attacked Edge and Christian last week. I must have missed it. I must have missed it because I don't remember that.
I cannot believe you have the audacity to challenge the likes of us for your tag team championships. Now that doesn't seem very wise for two individuals so long in the tooth now, does it? You think you can cakewalk the likes of us, big players in part of your grand homecoming tour? You listen to me.
With the rest of the dogs, I think, or Don Callis Family, whatever, who cares?
On Sunday, we are going to remind you exactly who we are and what the Death Riders are capable of.
Well, the physicality escalating between champions and challengers is Now looking ahead to the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship match. Coming up next, there'll be no disqualification. Sisters of Sin, Divine Dominion.
All right, commercial break. Not the first time Edge and Christian woke up laying next to each other and swore. Hey, yo, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Ah. Commercial. We are in a commercial break. Commercial. Now we're back to the action.
Dynamite from Music City,
hey, it's a no DQ tag match, Mike, so don't worry about the rules.
Will be violent.
It's no DQ.
No disqualification for the AEW Women's World Championship. World Tag Team Championship.
I'm looking forward to this tag match, actually.
No disqualification match for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. They are the Artists of Stardom champions, Julia Hart, Sky Blue.
See if it can pull the show out of a nosedive. The first hour was so good.
As we mentioned when we saw Tekla, it's been a busy week for
The first hour was so good.
Saturday in Tokyo, Tekla, Sky Blue, Julia Hart won the Artist of Stardom Championship. That is Stardom's version of their Trios Championship. It was the opening night of the annual 5-Star Grand Prix tournament. And Julia Hart actually will be competing in the 5-Star Grand Prix tournament in the A block with her first of 7 group stage matches kicking off next Tuesday night for the legendary Kirk Hall.
Our divine dominion extends from the heavens to the underworld.
Now rise, as your tag team champions enter the arena. And when you stand before us, you will bow down.
And their opponents, they are the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Megan Bay, Lena Cross, Divine Dominion.
I got to thinking it may take some weapons to take the Divine Dominion down.
thus far, they've been unstoppable.
Darby and Knight was a hot start. Okay, Brodito tag match. Yawn talk segment. Snooze dog guns match. I agree.
Sky Blue choking the champions with those kendo sticks. And Leon Cross, Megan Bain trying to fight their way free. Thinking back to last year, Taz, the first ever women's blood and guts match. We saw some pretty incredible things in that match. We saw just the lengths that these athletes are willing to go to win a match, let alone win a championship.
Absolutely. A lot of violence, a lot of intensity. But right now, you got to do that.
Divine Dominion go over the top rope.
And Sky is, use your quickness because you're giving up size and strength to the
champs.
Megan Bain ducked underneath. Lena Cross caught a stray, and then in came Julia Hart with a senton.
Yeah, Taz, you got to literally stick and move, and they were obviously using kendo sticks and moving at the beginning, but they're not done because they're going under the Sisters of Sin going under the ring again looking.
And Sky Blue pulling not just
what are they looking for?
Steel chairs as well.
We got steel chairs.
So it's all good, as they say.
Eric gonna get that jersey, let his conquest strut around the apartment in them?
Now Julia Hart with a
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Sky.
Well, Sky Blue is the one that
I don't know about that, man.
What she said.
Yeah, the challenge was thrown out in Japan. We heard it on Collision this past Saturday, Tony. She was pretty clear.
Yep.
That Sisters of Sin, Triangle Madness, they did not take it well when the Divine Dominion aligned themselves with Mercedes Moné. Mercedes, of course, will challenge for the AEW Women's World Championship at All in London coming up on 30th of August as we make our return to Wembley Stadium. Lena Crossville.
And of course, it could be Willow. It could be
Got her.
by the time we get to Wembley.
You see, you can scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Visit AEWTIX.com for your chance to join us in Wembley Stadium. As now Julia Hart looking to punish Lena Cross, and Sky Blue the kendo stick as Lena Cross held open. And now this violent little thing, Sky Blue taking the fight to both champions.
Yes, Edie, we're talking about blood and guts, the women's blood and guts match we had. I think everybody
Sky Blue loves hardcore matches, man, and she's so good at them.
The image.
She is so good at them.
Covered in blood, just seared into the minds of all.
Oh no!
Right hand.
Accident right there.
And I think Julia had a spike, maybe a screwdriver in her hand and inadvertently caught her own partner.
Yeah, Sky Blue really got the worst of that.
Yeah, she's still down, too. It's basically well.
Yeah, Megan Bain to the outside is Julia Hart and Lena Cross back inside the ring. Thudding shots from Julia Hart. Now Julia. With Lena Cross, could be a dangerous game to play. Against an opponent that size.
Uh-oh, didn't work.
That court showed great balance, but now in a lot of trouble is Hart.
Oh!
Face first.
Face
Julia
first.
Caught the edge of that chair, now folded over her own knees like that. And Sky Blue up to her feet, boot into the jaw of Megan Bain, and a defiant scream from Sky Blue. But
Uh-oh, Sky Blue's busted open.
Sky Blue back suplex by Bain.
I think that spike, that screwdriver that her own partner hit her with is what caused Sky Blue to get busted open, and now
this does not look good for Sky Blue.
Jesus Christ.
Megan Bain rockets the chair as Divine Dominion, Sisters of Sin for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. No disqualification continues.
Picture in picture now. Again, Sky Blue busted open. Sweet Fancy Moses, what a toss. Oh, man. Double vertical suplex from Divine Dominion onto the steel chairs. That didn't feel good. Oh, chair across the back from Megan Bain to Sky Blue. On the rampway, Lena Cross has got Julia Hart down. On the rampway, Megan Bain scoops up Sky Blue and drops her with the body slam. And both the Sisters of Sin are down, and now Divine Dominion is setting up a table at the top of the stage. Now they're setting up chairs by the tableway. I wonder what they're planning. Pain? Pain is the plan. Uh-oh. Megan Bain's got Sky Blue. She's going to do something dangerous.
Live on TBS and HBO Max. It is Divine.
Oh, no, that was Julia Hart she had.
AEW Women's World Tag Team
Uh-oh.
facing the Sisters of Sin. No,
oh!
through the table on the top of the ramp.
Bain went through the table.
Left laying in. Is that the equalizer that Sky Blue and Julia Hart needed? Now seemingly a 2-on-1 advantage over Lena Cross, at least for the moment, Tony.
They have to take advantage of this because at the top of the ramp, Megan Bain has still not gotten up. I'd say use some more chairs or use a kendo stick here.
And Taz, maybe this is a bit of a
Oh,
by the Sisters
double
of Sin.
super kick.
They absorbed quite a bit of punishment from the champions. And now Julia Hart struggling, looking to make a pinning predicament.
Well, I mean, Cross got hit so hard, she was turned inside out, and Julia couldn't turn it to her back. I mean, she's such a large athlete, couldn't get it to her back.
Look at the face of Julia that time, boy. And look,
Megan Bain.
Yeah, barely get to the ring.
Crawling out of the wreckage of that table is now Sky and Julia trying to make the most of this no disqualification situation,
and make the most of a 2-on-1 situation for the titles.
And Lena Cross is so athletic, isn't she?
She is. Now here comes
Remember when Camille made her shocking return in like April, and now... Yeah, Camille. Hope she's doing well.
That trash can as well.
Megan Bain covers. The far leg is hooked, but Sky Blue pushes Bain's own partner into the pinning predicament to break it up.
Yeah, very smart of Sky Blue to do what she just did right there. You got to just do whatever you can to get your partner to not get beat and lose the opportunity to be tag team champions.
Paid to sit at home living the dream. Yeah, I'd take it.
Two teams battling in our part.
Sign me up.
Redemption week this Saturday, 8/7 Central, TNT HBO Max.
Oh, big boot from Megan Bain.
And then this Sunday, special start time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Redemption buy-in followed by Redemption. This Sunday live on pay-per-view on HBO Max, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Battle that we have seen between these two tag teams. This is what the Sisters of Sin wanted, like you mentioned, Excalibur, and you got to give them credit. They're hanging in there with these two gigantic, strong women.
Divine Dominion are the second ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions and won the titles just over 4 months ago at Revolution. Have made 5 successful defenses thus far. Will this be number 6? Or will this be the end of the road?
Jersey's coming off of Megan Bain.
For the Megasis and Colossal Lena Cross.
We've got 4 women, and all 4 have a belt in their hand now.
AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions on one side, 2/3 of the Artist of Stardom Trios Champions on the other. Sky and Julia duck underneath, but Bane and Cross ready for him. Pair of boots to the midsections.
Oh.
And now Megan Bane, Lena Cross, no. Sky and Julia find their feet.
DDT on the belts.
DDT.
Nicely done, Sisters of Sin.
Sky Blue makes the cover, and Lena Cross able to kick out. The blood on the head of Sky Blue, courtesy of an errant attack by her own partner, Julia Hart. But it still does not seem to have slowed Sky Blue down at all, Taz.
No, I told you that earlier. She's got a lot of toughness to Sky, as does Julia. So a lot of fortitude by those 2 ladies, and the champs, though, are putting it on them. Lena may be going, maybe a superplex here. Lena Cross on Sky Blue.
Broad smile on the face. I like seeing Sky fight her off here. Yep.
Sky Blue slips between. Lena Cross head wedge against the turnbuckle. The thrust kick caught Lena while she was upside down, and she's still stuck in the corner. Sky Blue, what is she thinking now? Sky Blue making the climb to the top, but
throwing off the turnbuckle to a table, Taz.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh!
whoa, whoa. Choke slam.
Jesus!
Through the table. What a save by Megan Bane.
Wow.
Big time save.
Watch out, Julia Hart.
Julia Hart charging in. And now, with the Majigatame locked in. Julia Hart, great adaptation there. And Bane's partner nowhere to be found. Remember, it's pinfall or submission inside the ring. This no disqualification match. And Megan Bane could be on the verge of tapping.
And we could have new World Tag Team Champs any second. Oh,
look at the strength.
Oh, man, just
inverted to a tombstone.
Oh, tombstone.
That's tough, man. That's a tough lady right there.
Powerful as Bane, so strong.
That's it. Double choke slam.
Heaven to hell goes Julia Hart. And
That's it.
Remain champions.
Wasabi Pajami locked in? That's not what it's called.
And I don't know what women's tag team is going to be able to beat these 2 powerful athletes. They're so impressive.
Sky Blue, Julia Hart, they called their shot. They thought they would have an advantage in the no disqualification match. But Divine Dominion remain unstoppable. And fans, after what transpired earlier in the broadcast, understand the Bang Bang Gang standing by and with something to say to the dogs.
David Clark, where are you running, huh? Where are you running, huh? You want to try to pick up the pieces of Jay after he beats Clark, huh? You want to try to jump from behind? How about we chain the dogs up, huh? How about we chain the dogs up to the Bang Bang Gang, huh? How about at Redemption? We do a double chain tag team match. You can't run anymore, Clark. You can't run anymore, David.
David Finley, Jr. of Redemption. Hi, we are going to give you the beating your father should have. With these chains, we'll make a man out of you yet. And if you ain't down with that, we still got 2 words for you. Guns up.
Big challenge thrown out by Juice Robinson and Switchblade Jay White. But coming up next, our All-Star Trios match. Don Callis Family taking on Jon Moxley, Will Ospreay, and the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega. Next.
How about just put it on a Collision instead of a pay-per-view? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not spending the $50 on this pay-per-view, that's for sure. I'm glad I'm not spending $50 on the pay-per-view. Main event starting before 10 p.m.? What the fuck? Oh, man. So tomorrow I'm taking the day off. So there'll be no stream or anything tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday for a watch along of SmackDown. That'll be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully you can come join me. I'll be doing that on Twitch and on YouTube. So that'll be, again, that's on Friday. That's the next stream that is happening on Friday. It's a watch along of SmackDown. And we're back to the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event tonight is a trios bout. Set for one fall. Introduced first from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 224 pounds. He is the AEW World Champion. He is Kenny
The two-time AEW World Champion stepping into battle tonight against some unlikely allies. But right now, let's hit the ringside and Renee Paquette.
We have not seen
Kenny Omega!
Beach Bash, that insane match with MJF. He walked away victorious with that gold, but a big question is how he is feeling physically from that match, but now mentally, just 5 days away from redemption. I caught up with Omega. He said, I've been doing this for 27 years. Things aren't always going to feel the same, but the champ's job is never done.
his tag team partners first from Essex, England, weighing 225 pounds. He is the winner of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament, the Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay.
As Justin Roberts mentioned, Will Ospreay the winner of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. And by virtue of that, he will challenge for the AEW World Championship at Wembley Stadium on the 30th of August. As it stands right now, it will be Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay for the richest prize in our sport. But before Ospreay gets to Wembley, this Sunday, he and Jon Moxley will face the Young Bucks, a tag team battle for the ages.
We saw the backstage, Kenny Omega talking to Will Ospreay talking back to him. It seemed like, I don't know if they were ribbing each other or if they were having fun, but it seemed like there was a little seriousness underlying to what they were saying, and understandably so.
These are two men, their relationship goes back more than a decade. Kenny Omega has always been in the senior position, so to speak. Taz, the more experienced of the two, always been kind of a mentor and older brother to Will Ospreay.
Yeah, but Kenny Omega is the world champion. And Kenny knows when you have that beautiful championship, everybody, and I mean everybody, wants a shot and wants that belt. Not just the man walking down the steps here, but even, in my opinion, Kenny's own partner in this match. You gotta want the title. It's that simple.
And from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, he is the
This should have been a 2 versus 3 match. Leave Rambling John in the back. Okay.
You know, Taz, to your point, everybody wants to be world champion. I think not only becoming a world champion, but saying you defeated Kenny Omega to be the world champion has even a more special ring to it to me.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. I mean, Kenny is loaded with credibility, and then you see the world champ right there.
And fans, before we turn our attention to our main event, want to remind everybody that you are watching All Elite Wrestling on TBS, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Round out your protection with life, phone, and pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Moxley making his way to the ring. It was some months ago that he vowed to make Will Ospreay the most dangerous weapon professional wrestling has ever seen. It was the training, it was the honing of that weapon that led Will Ospreay to winning the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. And it could be that training that allows Will Ospreay to become the first British man to capture an AEW World Championship on English soil at Wembley Stadium on the 30th of August.
Notice that look that Kenny was giving Jon Moxley as he walked to the ring. Wow.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining the YouTube chat. I appreciate it.
their opponents. The team of Brian Cage, Jake Doyle, and the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion, Hechicero.
Don Callis Family bringing in the heavy hitters tonight for this main event.
Brian Cage looks like he's about to pop. Every time he comes out, he gets bigger and bigger.
Someone like Hechicero has his technique and finesse, a very difficult matchup for the opposition.
Absolutely, and the experience of Hechicero and Cage, stuff like, you know, that's another thing too. This is not a walk in the park here for Kenny, Moxley, and Ospreay, in my opinion.
Plus, I think there are a lot more issues on the side of Moxley, Omega, and Will Ospreay.
If you're trying to get Davis and Doyle over as a tag, shouldn't they be out there here together? Fucking have some continuity? I don't know. They haven't been tagging with each other for quite some time.
December of 2020.
Didn't they? I don't know when the last time they teamed with each other was.
For the AEW World Championship that night in Jacksonville.
Yep.
And it was the influence, the involvement of
You
Don
know,
Callis
AEW and continuity is not their strong suit.
favor of Kenny Omega, and that began Omega's first reign as champion. But it's something that Kenny Omega has come to believe, and I think rightfully so, has tainted that reign as world champion. Kenny Omega is intent on doing things the right way this time around. And he's gonna have
Doyle
his hands
just
full
came back
with
from
Kevin
injury,
Knight
but Davis
this
has been
Sunday.
talking about them as a tag team.
Live on pay-per-view from Montreal.
I don't know.
We saw that graphic of Ospreay and Kenny Omega at Wembley could very easily be the Jet Kevin Knight.
That's why we have to give the caveat of as it stands, because as it stands today, Kenny Omega's world champion, but that could not be the same story at the end of the night this Sunday at Redemption. Now we see Hechicero, the mad scientist of Lucha Libre. So many inventive ways to attack an opponent and take them off their game, Taz.
Yeah, no, that's what Hechicero's good at, but that's a really good 2-on-1, 2 hands on 1 wrist. Now a little head scissor coming possibly here by Hechicero.
Wow. Doing a good job taking hold and taking control of the surgically repaired neck of Will Ospreay.
You know, Hechicero, he also has, you know, obviously that lucha style, which is it's a different style than Japanese strong style, or that's not American traditional, you know?
And not even the typical high-flying Lucha Libre style.
Right.
It's more that Llave style, the Mexican submission wrestling style.
Like we see someone like Angelico incorporated for years, you know?
Tag made. Now, Kenny Omega seeing his first action of the match, courtesy of a tag by Will Ospreay. Full-throated support for Kenny Omega here. Now, quick tag out.
That was smart. I think that was a smart quick tag out by the world champ right there. Just you want to get your opponent confused on what's going on, and another smart tag there by Ospreay. Just to, you know, the frequent tags in and out makes it tough.
And it's disorienting for the opponent.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, exactly.
And all 3 men working on the same thing, that left arm.
They really attacking that arm.
Look at this. Fans are digging this. Why not? 3 of the greats in the ring against the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion.
Hechicero is reaching for a tag, looking for some relief, and Ospreay wants Omega to tag Moxley in, which thus far Omega has been reluctant to do.
Yeah, Johnson, come on. He's got the hand out. He needs to do it.
Don't wait too long with Hechicero.
Exactly.
He'll switch on you quick.
That's a great call.
Reluctant to tag in John Moxley, but does so anyway.
Yeah, not the same enthusiasm we saw previously as Hechicero, though. Taz, to your point.
Finally, Hechicero tags out. Here's Jake Doyle.
Make sure he counters out of it and quickly makes a tag to Doyle because he had a lot of offense put on his arm, meaning Hechicero.
Look at Doyle stomping down John Moxley in the corner. Not very many can match Jake Doyle for his aggression.
Oh, Moxley with the suicide dive, sending Doyle all the way to the announcer's table.
Well, we saw that one coming. Unfortunately for Jake Doyle, he felt it.
Now, Don Callis family taking advantage. And look, Brian Cage anchoring John Moxley in the corner.
You know, I think I got to go back to Kenny's.
Doyle does the smart
tag.
thing.
It kind of derailed the team there a little bit.
Yeah, they had the momentum going in their favor, and that one opening for Hechicero opened things up.
Ooh.
And now tag made by Moxley. Ospreay into the fray. Quick series of kicks.
Oh.
Big elbow strike, and now Ospreay vaults off the chest of Doyle, hits the enziguri, but Doyle heads up, move, tags out to Brian Cage. Cage just comes in, the shoulder tackle.
Yeah, I'll just run over somebody.
And look at this delayed vertical suplex. Ospreay hammering down with the knees.
Stun Dog Millionaire.
Cage retreats to the outside. Ospreay perhaps poised to take flight, but Doyle shuts him down with the body block. Shuts Kenny down as well. Hechicero swept John Moxley off the apron, and now the Don Callis family taking advantage of the carnage.
Ooh.
Brian Cage suplex.
Double suplex from Brian Cage.
Who will leave Nashville
All right. Picture in picture. Brian Cage in there with Will Ospreay in the corner. Tags in Jake Doyle. Now Hechicero gets tagged in. Me on that one. Good job, Mike. So focus. Well, we're on the home stretch. I'm trying to get to the home stretch here. I'm trying to get to the home stretch. I also needed that to keep me awake between the heat and the show not being overly interesting. It's been work. It's the main event. We're almost done, buddy. Main event time, almost done. Brian Cage in there with Will Ospreay putting a hurting on Ospreay. Ospreay kicking out of the pinning predicament there. And Cage keeping him grounded with the, looks like a body scissors almost. He's just got him in a grounded waist lock, making sure he can't move anywhere. And we go back to the action.
It's an all-star trios main event as we close in on Redemption this Sunday live from Montreal on pay-per-view.
Big bear hug, yeah.
Right now, the Don Callis family.
Exactly. Big bear hug.
For the better part of the last few minutes.
Oh, shot to the back.
Desperately needs to make a tag to Kenny Omega or Jon Moxley.
But Kenny.
Back handspring, kick to the side of the head. Will Ospreay has a window open to get a tag to either Moxley or Omega. Who's he gonna choose?
Yeah, who's he gonna tag in though? Looks up at Moxley, looks up at Omega.
Someone.
Get the nearest one, kid.
And Kenny Omega.
Oh, wow, left his trainer hanging.
The legal man and Omega, the double sledge. To that broad chest of Brian Cage. Went for that rolling sledgehammer shot. Cage ready for it. Boot to the midsection.
Wow, good power there by Omega.
AEW World Champion hoists up the machine. Lights up the green overalls. You can't escape Brian Cage.
Hooks the leg. Brian Cage kicks out at 2.
Kenny Omega's got him rocking here.
I may head out after AEW ends for the rest of the night so I can get a lot of sleep before tomorrow. No problem. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Makes the tag. Hechicero now into the fray. We could be watching the mad scientist go to work. Hammer throw into the...
Oh!
Knee strike. Caught Omega flush.
What a knee strike.
Controlling the legs of the AEW World Champion is the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. And what a story it would be for Hechicero to submit the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega right here tonight.
Yeah, the CMLL World Champion beats the AEW World Champion. That would be quite a story. You're right, Excalibur. Quite a story.
And Omega trying to dig in the elbows, trying to make the crawl over the ropes or perhaps over the corner.
He knows Kenny's in dire straits, and he almost don't want to tag him, and now he's reached his hand out and doing the right thing for the tag.
An animated John Moxley reaching for the tag. Hechicero rolls over, captures the arm.
Uh-oh, armbar.
Tommy is locked in.
And Moxley, though, just in the stomp. Not the legal man, but he saw what his teammate needed.
It was the right move. It really was.
But Cage and Doyle, the strength just too much, even for Moxley to overcome.
Omega saved the day there for Moxley.
Now brought Moxley back down to earth, and now Moxley and Omega teeing off on Doyle and Cage. But Doyle and Cage change levels. Charging in. Doyle gets taken over the top. Cage goes down. And a standoff there between Omega and Moxley, and Ospreay flying in the middle.
Saw his moment. Great timing, Will Ospreay.
And now the rapid fire attacks from the Death Riders. We've seen this, a big part of their playbook, as Kenny Omega, he wants to get in on the act.
How about that?
Kenny Omega might be the next Death Rider.
To Hechicero here.
Whoa!
Scores with a cutter.
Ref giving up.
Doyle, wild swing and a miss. Ospreay over the top. Now Kenny Omega looking for the full Nelson.
Too thick and strong. Brian Cage powers out of it.
And you're right, man.
He didn't even hit him.
A little bit of assist there for Omega, the German suplex, and now Omega.
He didn't even hit him.
Dragon on Cage. Hechicero coming in. And Hechicero.
Terrible.
Fight his way free. Moxley ducks underneath.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Took out John Moxley, and Hechicero, the guillotine. The flying guillotine from Hechicero, too.
Oh, that was close.
That was close, man. Kenny was caught pinned by Hechicero.
There you saw Will checking in on Mox.
It's a pump handle there by Brian Cage.
Oh.
Pump handle into the knee strike. Kenny Omega clutching his face, and Jake Doyle just waiting. And an elbow strike. Omega's hands were down. He couldn't defend himself. And Ospreay, though, in the nick of time to break things up.
That was an excellent save by Ospreay right there. Excellent.
Yeah, he had to slide around a referee to get there.
That was very impressive.
Now that time Cage said, get up top, I guess directing Hechicero.
And Hechicero climbing to the top as Cage and Doyle controlling Omega and Ospreay. And Moxley shook the top ropes, disrupted Hechicero's balance. Ospreay and Omega.
Oh, hidden blade and V-trigger.
To their feet, drops down Cage and Doyle. Hechicero. Now perhaps last man standing for the Don Callis family. Hidden blade, V-trigger combination.
Good night.
Wow. Omega covers and scores the win.
Here are your winners. The team of the AEW Continental Champion John Moxley, the Aerial Assassin Will Ospreay, and the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega.
Despite the friendly fire, the inadvertent friendly fire between Omega and Moxley, those two and Will Ospreay were able to overcome and score the win over some very game competition here tonight, Tony.
Yeah, the Don Callis family had come to fight. They were not impressed about all the gold in the ring. Intercontinental Champion, World Champion, winner of the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament.
And Omega trying to smooth things over here with Jon Moxley. We've touched on the rough history between these two men, and now things.
Yeah, Will needs to get in there. Absolutely.
Will Ospreay playing Peacemaker.
Omega got shoved Ospreay out of the way. Now tempers flaring. And Omega and Ospreay squaring off. Matt and Nick Jackson.
Look at the Bucks, yeah.
Trying to play peacemakers, but remember, the Young Bucks will be facing Moxley and Ospreay this Sunday at Redemption.
This thing's breaking down here. The Bucks do not trust the Death Riders.
And
understandably so.
Omega was just trying to pull Ospreay off of one of the Young Bucks, and Ospreay didn't know who it was. He threw a back elbow, and he caught Omega flush in the nose. And Omega is trying to fight off the Don Callis family while all this is going on the outside. In come RPG Vice. Down goes Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero.
Oh.
Goes down. Omega, AEW World Champion, standing tall.
We've got fights going on everywhere here in the Pinnacle in Nashville.
This thing just blew up quick, real quick.
And look at Omega lining up Trent and Rocky for a V trigger. Omega.
Good night, bang.
Makes the leap.
Oh!
Kevin Knight over the top. He caught Omega.
Kevin Knight came out of nowhere.
And now he's got both belts in his hand.
Omega never had a chance, Taz.
Oh, what a shot. Kevin Knight cracked him.
Jet 2 belts. Perhaps a portentous vision of the future. Kevin Knight, Kenny Omega, one-on-one for the AEW.
Yes, send out more people.
This Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Redemption live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Fans, we thank you for joining us tonight for Dynamite. We will see you Saturday night for Collision and Sunday for Redemption from Montreal.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the episode of AEW Dynamite. It was an okay episode. The first hour was pretty good. I enjoyed the first hour, but the last hour was kind of a chore to get through, I would say. The last hour was a little bit of a chore to get through, but either way, we got through it. We got through the show, and it was what it is. Hate to spoil it, Excalibur, there won't be another 2 belts person in AEW. Oh, man. Oh, wow. All right. So, like I said earlier, no stream tomorrow. No, nothing tomorrow. And I'll be back on Friday for a watch-along of WWE SmackDown. Hopefully you guys are excited for WWE SmackDown. It's going to be a good show. I'm excited for it. WWE's been pretty good. Unlike AEW, WWE has been a pretty good show. I think Raw was better than tonight. Raw and NXT were better than tonight. Well, you guys are the audience. You guys got to use your voice. You're the ones that make the things happen. So either way, I'll be back on Friday for an episode of SmackDown. We'll be watching that. Hopefully you can join us Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Twitch and on YouTube. All right, so I want to give a quick thank you to Mike and Kaylee for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for hopping into the chat and hanging out with me and watching Dynamite with me. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream and are going to be back on Friday, which I'm sure you'll be back on Friday. It'll be good to see you. Thanks for hosting, bud. Thanks for being here, Kaylee. Thanks for people on YouTube. Yes, thank you for the people on YouTube as well for watching. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for supporting the channels, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube. It really means a lot to me. I thank you guys for all of your support. And yeah, so I'm going to get the heck up out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on Friday. Take care, guys.